Hello and welcome to Bread of Life, a daily devotional program which each week features a different area pastor. Our speaker for this week is Pastor Don Rivers of Colchester.
Welcome back to our journey to discover the character of God and how we reflect it. We are starting to build. Remember, the journey is about trying and making the effort. God is there to cover us when we fall short. Kindness is something we all possess the capacity to extend, but we can be very stingy. We're looking at Galatians 5:22 and 23. Kindness. When I hear kindness, I immediately relate that to grace. We have difficulty extending grace to others. We usually decide in our mind if they deserve it. We have a mental checklist, and if we feel they earned it, we are kind to them. That is not the way it works, folks. To see things through the eyes of others, we have to be aware of our surroundings, develop a give-and-take attitude, and have some patience. Now we start to see things come together. But how does kindness fit in? Think of all the grace that has been extended to you. Think of the provision that others have provided. Think of all the effort and sacrifice given for your benefit. That doesn't happen without others choosing to extend grace and kindness. How do we express kindness? You will find a common thread that runs through each of these character traits. We must want to. We must decide to be kind. We must decide to be gracious. It's a decision. Like every decision we make, we need training and practice. Think about the good things in life. They don't come without some effort. We can learn to be gracious and kind. Some of us are kind by nature. That is a plus for them. For most of us, it is a learned behavior. It starts when we are young. We are taught to play nice, don't bite, hit, kick, or scream. From there, we learn how to share. Then we progress to giving the biggest piece of candy to someone and keeping the smaller piece for ourselves. In that, we develop a thought process that considers others. Kindness. I can say somewhere along the line we fell off the rails because I see less and less of that each day. When the worldly pressures close in, we see self-preservation escalate. I am sure we all know someone with enough toilet paper to last them 10 years. It happens. It's a defense mechanism that exists. We don't think that anyone will provide for us, so we have to do it ourselves. If we follow that to its inevitable conclusion, we will be isolated narcissists. If you're wondering if you're headed that way, let me ask you, have you thought about building a safe room with provisions? Don't misunderstand. We need, to an extent, to be aware of our needs. It is when it gets obsessive that we lose focus. We need to step back from that and start looking outside our own little world and see the greater need around us. We need to extend a gracious, kind hand without the worry of what's in it for me. Kindness is more a state of mind than an action. One of the blessings of receiving the gift of salvation God offers is that it comes with a promise that He will supply what we need. When we learn that and rest and are at peace with that provision, we start to see where we can extend kindness and grace by giving of ourselves to others. That's when we begin to put our trust and faith in God. The foundation of His love and the presence expresses itself to us as peace and patience. From there, we are able to be kind and gracious. We don't have to protect and provide for ourselves. God has promised to do that.
You've been listening to Pastor Don Rivers of Colchester, and this has been Bread of Life, a program to encourage you from God's Word.